Welcome to the PartnerResearch app. Based on data from PartnerRe's advanced catastrophe models, the app allows you to instantly visualize the path, geographical extent and intensity of over 4,700 extreme storms from the Pacific Basin, Australia, Europe, the US and the Caribbean. First, we can easily select a storm by name. So let's enter Hurricane Sandy. The storm footprint appears. This shows us the geographical extent and the maximum wind speed evolution of the storm. We can see that Sandy was generated in the Caribbean Sea and that it quickly intensified to a Cat 3 hurricane before crossing Cuba. It then decreased in strength but became much broader in extent as it moved northwards along the east coast of the US, finally making landfall near Atlantic City as a Cat 1 storm. The app also allows us to look at storm history by location. For example, let's select Paris. Having a look at the timeline, we can scroll down to see all storms that affected Paris over the last 58 years. We can also refine the search and only display storms that exceeded a certain wind speed. For example, we see that 2 storms hit Paris with wind speeds exceeding 130 km per hour. The Storm List button shows that these were Lothar in 1999 and Herta in 1990. In both the timeline and storm list, we can tap on any storm to display its footprint, and we can use the zoom function to more closely study the maximum wind speed in a particular area. The app also includes examples of stochastic storms. These are 1 in 250-year storms that haven't actually occurred in our experience period, but which are physically possible. So in Paris, for example, we saw that Lothar was one of the most severe windstorms on record. But what other types of storm could affect Paris in the future? Here we see a list of 12 stochastic storms for Europe. Let's look at the footprint of storm number 1. It shows wind speeds in Paris of above 150 km per hour. That's even higher than Lothar. This theoretical event would cause substantial damage in the Paris area. In fact, from its footprint, we can also see that it would affect all of central and eastern France, as well as highly populated areas in Belgium and Western Germany. Another really useful feature of the app is ENSO tagging. For example, let's look at the typhoon history for Tokyo. In the timeline, you can see red or blue shading on some of the storms. This tells us about the state of the ENSO when the storm happened. Red indicates that a storm occurred during an El Niño phase. Blue is for La Niña, and no shading indicates an ENSO-neutral phase. This is really useful information as there's a proven link between ENSO state and tropical cyclone activity. So looking at Tokyo, the storm list indicates that 33 of the 94 storms occurred during El Niño years and 22 during La Niña years. This tallies with findings in the scientific literature. However, the app also shows us that most of the storms in fact occurred during ENSO-neutral phases. Well, that wraps up our short demo. Thank you for watching. Of course, it's just a taster of what's possible with the app. Please go ahead and download PartnerResearch from the App Store and explore the extensive storm catalogue for yourself. If you'd like more information, lots of extra detail is available in the About the App section of the app. To find out more about PartnerRe or to contact us, please go to the PartnerRe website.